3 days after President William Ruto donated 20 million shillings to the Jesus Winners Ministry in Roysambu for the construction of the church, 4 Kenyans have written to the presiding bishop demanding that the money be surrendered to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC. Kennedy Karithi Gashege, Lempa Sonyinka, Fanya Mambo and Peter Kuria through the law firm of Ndegwa and Ndegwa Advocates stated, and I quote, "They appreciate that churches and other places of worship are constructed and built by congregants and other well-wishers through harambes. They are, however, concerned, especially where a public servant makes or purports to pledge huge sums of money towards such cause," end of quote. They go on to state that the 2 million shillings that was bequeathed to Bishop Edward are or were proceeds of crime, or they fall within the definition of unexplained assets, having been donated by an individual who was on the 30th of December 2024 ranked as the second most corrupt citizen of the world by the Organized Crimes and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP. While stating that the president receives a monthly salary of 1.4 million shillings, according to the Salaries and Remuneration Commission Act, they claim that Ruto has not disclosed to the members of the public that he could be having other sources of income other than his current employment. Speaking this afternoon, during an overseas job recruitment drive at the church, where thousands of Kenyans showed up, Labour Cabinet Secretary Dr. Alfred
after what all that emerged after the president donated 120 million in church building, now this is what the citizens are demanding. This church, they want this money to be refunded. They want this money to be refunded to the president where it came from, because they believe that this is a corruption issue. This money is of grafting. Do you think this will be possible? Because we remember in some few months ago, just in last year, after the president made a donation of 5 million to a Catholic church somewhere in Kayole, then the head bishop of Nairobi commanded the money to be refunded to the president, and they did so. Do you think this church will refund this money? Here we are watching. After the president or the head of state of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, donated 120 million in a church building. This has just after a few months ago when our president, Dr. William Ruto, was gauged as the second corrupted leader in the world. This is another story that has bring the mixed reaction among the citizens. So how can the country will continue running in this way? How can an individual, it sounds so funny to me when I hear some members of the church are saying that what the president has did is just right, because it's like he has just given out his tithe. It's not good to support the work of God. It's not good. It's not bad it's okay when someone give to God, but this is not the way it shall be. This is not the way it's supposed to be, because how can someone just give out 120 million to an individual, to the pastor, to the church, claiming that he's giving to God? Which God? Which God are you giving? There's nothing you can give God and feel like make him to be satisfied, unless apart from just praising him. All this money we are splashing in the name of that we are giving to God, he is the one who has given us. How much can you give God and feel like now you have satisfied him? There's nothing you can give God to satisfy him, only praising him. So my question was, how can this large amount of money can be distributing or contributed to the churches, while there are some main agendas that has not been taken off. When you take a look at the situations in the conditions in our hospitals, there was NHIF, National Insurance Health Fund. This insurance was abolished and they introduced SHA. But this SHA is not working out. People are dying in our hospitals. Our mothers are not able to deliver in our hospitals. When you take out some regions or some parts in our countries, there are people who are not able to afford the system of education. The children are learning under the trees. The conditions is worse. But no one has come out and said that we are going to provide this to our children so that they can get a good education. No one has come out and said that we are going to donate and make this Arambe so that we can build schools in these areas. The condition is worsening every day. Take a look at this video. This is the condition of our hospitals in the country, while there is no money to fund these health systems. There are no money. The doctors are striking every day. Our teachers are on streets striking every day. They are demanding the increase of salaries, but no one cares. No one is bothered about this. But what they are fighting for is to donate huge amount of monies in the churches. For what? Are you trying to build heaven here in the world, or what are you building? What are you trying to show us? Take a look at this video. That's the condition of our hospitals. There are not enough beds in the wards, which makes the patients to share one bed, while these patients have different types of diseases, whereby everyone is supposed to be separated on his own. But what about the condition? Take a look at this video. What about our conditions in some of the parts in
Blue skies run across the world's largest desert lake of Turkana. Down below, by the shores of the lake, activities slowly take place in the small Manyata village known as Soit, Loyangalani in the county of Marsabit. Learning is also underway in the soaring heat and unforgiving terrain. These are class 1 and 2 pupils of Soit Primary School going about their daily routine. Samuel Yakutani, their teacher, moved here 2 years ago after sitting for his Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE examination at Baragoi Boys Secondary School. He realized that children were not going to school. The area mainly dominated by pastoralist communities, most children opt to take care of livestock while others go fishing. However, the learning process has come with a myriad of challenges.
The resource here, like this book,
the children have no access to clean water and only depend on the water from Lake Turkana, which is highly contaminated.
Everything.
Samuel's wish is to have a school built in the area and for him to continue with his studies so as to be able to offer the best to the children of Soit village. Several kilometers away, we arrive at El Molo Bay. Its inhabitants, the El Molo community, are Kenya's smallest ethnic group. Here in Komote village, part of the community has been cut off from the mainland by the rising waters of Lake Turkana. Children as well as adults use 2 boats provided by Marsabit County government to cross over to the other side of the lake where the school, El Molo Bay Primary School and other amenities are.
So that's what I've been talking about. These are the worst conditions in our country, which have to be solved first, which have to be prioritized when it comes to the issue of donating and helping. The churches that are being donated, the amount of money these churches has already been built. They're best churches, but they just want to make some palaces, which are so-called churches. This is not good, and these have to be condemned. This has to be condemned and has to be stopped. I had some youths saying that they are going to occupy this church on Sunday. The citizens, this action has been a lot of reactions and a lot of tensions among the citizens, because there's no way money can be spending anyhow, splashing money with no valid reasons why, while there are people who are concerned. There are some things who have to be concerned, to be prioritized, so that the money can utilized well, so that everyone, the people who are concerned in some issues, can be well treated. But that is what is going in our countries. Some of the people has gone to appeal or has bring the reactions on why they want the money to be refunded. Because I remember there was a time just a few months ago when the same president went to donate 5 million in a Catholic church, and this money was refunded, which bring the mixed reaction among the citizens. But at least almost everyone was happy about this action, and everyone praised this bishop, the bishop of Catholic, who said that he's not concerned and he's not ready to associate with the issue of corruption. When he asked his administration to return the money, and they did so. So I don't think, and I don't know what will happen, but we have to do what is required of the citizen, because what's happening and what our leaders are doing, they're not good. We have to change it. We have to change, and we have to change for the good and for the benefit of the citizens. This is Kenyan Explorer. Don't forget to subscribe to Kenyan Explorer. Stay tuned until next episode. Your commentary are highly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, because your support is needed. Thank you.